The war in the Middle East threatening to spill well beyond the region as Iran is reportedly trying to activate sleeper cells abroad.
Steve Harrigan is live at the border between Iran and Armenia as Iranians look to flee the chaos. Hi, Steve.
Morning. The U.S. reporting encrypted messages coming out of Iran in the wake of the death of the supreme leader on February 28th. These encrypted messages, perhaps radio messages, signals ABC News is reporting that an alert has gone out to law enforcement warning about the possibility of sleeper cell attacks in the U.S. President Trump addressed the risk of a sleeper cell attack.
Activated any sleeper cells inside the U.S.?
They've been trying for a long time. We've been very much on top of it. We're watching every single one of them. Yeah, we know a lot about them. The biggest problem we have is the Democrat shutdown. We know a lot about them, but the shutdown doesn't allow us to do what we have to do.
Here along the border between Armenia and Iran, just a trickle of Iranians coming out, many describing scenes of total destruction and terror that they left behind.
Of course, we've seen explosions very often, from 3 a.m. till 7 or 8 a.m., then nothing until midday. In the afternoon, the very heavy bombings resumed. There are 50 to 60 bombings daily. It's very scary. It's unimaginable for the people with children.
Hard to imagine being a family and hearing 50 to 60 bombings a day. Tehran is about 450 miles from where I'm standing here in Armenia. Guys, back to you.
Steve, is Armenia receptive to receiving these Iranian people?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question, please?
Is Armenia receptive to receiving these Iranian people?
Definitely. Right now, it's just a trickle, but keep in mind, this could turn into a flood. It's one of the only open working borders. Armenia is one of those rare countries that has good relations with all the people around it, with Iran, with Russia, with the West. So it's an open border, and it could get very busy here down the line.
Steve Harrigan live for us. Steve, thank you. With that, let's bring in national security and military analyst Dr. Rebecca Grant. Dr. Grant, seems like now would be a great time for the Democrats to no longer stop the prevention of funding for DHS. But moving on from that, obviously, we struck Iran before they struck us. When it comes to these sleeper cells, how hard would it be to do the exact same thing? Prevent these sleeper cells in our country, in other allied nations, from striking before they got to us first?
The sleeper cells, or as the intel community calls it, covert lethal activities. And FBI, DOJ, intel community, DHS, they are all over it. And they actually have prevented some attacks in the past. You know, what Iran likes to do, and this is all IRGC, they hire criminals here to carry out assassination plots. And they've been caught and indicted trying to get Secretary Pompeo, former National Security Advisor Bolton, and of course, trying to go after President Trump himself. That's one of their key activities, and we need that whole of government approach. But I'm telling you, we are all over that threat. Impressive that we intercepted that encrypted communication, too.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, this report, though, is very concerning. Encrypted communication that is said to have activated sleeper cells around the world. How concerned should we be about this?
We definitely need to be vigilant. You know, it's a multi-pronged threat. It's towards our diplomats abroad in some cases, of course, as we know, towards U.S. bases and facilities around the world, and then some focus here as well. But we've had elements of Hamas, Hezbollah, et cetera, operating in the U.S. over a long period of time. I think their threat profile is really well known. IRGC always has to transfer in money to fund these operations and pay off criminals. That's another good way that we follow them. But no question, we need to be on a heightened alert and heightened vigilance as Iran lashes out, because they can't stop our military forces and epic fury. This is sort of a last gasp of the IRGC.
Meantime, President Trump indicating he likes the model for leadership used currently in Venezuela for Iran. Watch.
I like the idea of internal, because it works well. I mean, I think we've proven that so far in Venezuela. I would like to see people that are inside go. Now they talk about the son of the Shah. They talk about other people, but, hasn't been there in many, many years. We have a formula that's been very good so far, and I think it'll continue to be good. The relationship is extraordinary with Venezuela.
Okay, Dr. Grant, so that's what the president wants, but would the Venezuelan model even be possible in Iran? Because when you look at Venezuela, we have a leader there, Delcy Rodriguez. Things seem like they're kind of working out okay between the United States and Delcy Rodriguez. I don't think the same can be said for Iran's new leader, Dr. Grant.
To me, the key word is inside. President Trump is messaging to the IRGC, which is a business concern. They run a lot of the oil business. They run shadow fleet tankers. By bringing up Venezuela, he says, get with the program, and maybe we can find stability. And you, IRGC, if you change your stripes, then maybe you can keep your oil running, keep your business running. I think it's very deliberate messaging. A good outcome would be similar to Venezuela, where there is stability, maybe also similar to Syria, where someone who was once a terrorist is now an effective leader. It's a tough problem in Iran, but that is very deliberate messaging, holding out that prospect of sanctions relief as well.
Yeah, and that Syrian leader even visiting the White House. Imagine if that ends up happening with Iran in the years to come. We will be watching, of course. Dr. Grant, thank you so much.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.